Good morning, I'm Amit Packrell, and let's begin with the top stories of this hour. Political appointments hamper government efficiency. National Reconstruction Authority gets 4 CEOs in 3 years. Disputes emerge between universities as colleges affiliated with the Tribhuvan University start merging with other universities. US President Donald Trump nominated Brett Kavanaugh as the new justice at the Supreme Court. The appointment sets the stage for a bruising confirmation battle. And FIFA World Cup 2018 semi-finals kick off from today. France and Belgium semi-final clash dubbed as the final before the final. Let's begin with the national political updates. Nepal's education sector, constitutional bodies and the government alike have failed to produce desired results, leaving the public disappointed time and again. This is largely fostered by the trend of appointing officials based on political power sharing and nepotism over merit-based selections. The government recently decided to revoke majority of the appointments made by the erstwhile Deoba-led government, saying it breached the election code of conduct. Discussions have now commenced to decide on how these appointments would be scrapped and what criteria should be followed for future political appointments. It is obvious for the Prime Minister and ministers to appoint their close aides in a few positions to ensure support. However, the trend of appointing officials for a majority of other posts on the basis of political affiliation, taking advantage of the ruling party's prowess, has been so ingrained in the system that it has rendered most of the crucial national units like universities and constitutional bodies ineffective. Apart from political positions that change automatically with the change in the government, there is a need to set up a strong criteria for appointing officials in the educational sector and constitutional bodies. Apart from exceptional cases where officials are appointed through political means with the required expertise, rest of the other appointments have been found to only weaken these institutions. This practice not only hampers the results of the government but also degrades the country's image in the international platform. The decision made by the KP Sharma Oli-led government that holds 2/3 majority in the parliament to scrap appointments made by former government has sent a positive message that they are interested in establishing an ethical practice of appointing people on the basis of the merit. It's been over 3 years since the devastating 2015 earthquake rocked the nation. Even as majority of earthquake victims are still compelled to live in temporary shelters, the National Reconstruction Authority has remained a breeding ground for politicking. The formation of the much-needed National Reconstruction Authority was delayed by 3 months in the aftermath of the 2015 April earthquake. The authority, formed by the then Sushil Koirala-led government through an ordinance, received Congressman Govinda Pokhrel as its first CEO. However, the Oli-led government sacked Pokhrel and replaced him with CPN-UML cadre Sushil Gyawali. A year later, the Pushpakamal Dahal-led government reinstated Pokhrel to the post of National Reconstruction Authority CEO. However, in a country where national interest lags far behind personal interest, Pokhrel resigned from his post to contest in the provincial elections. Meanwhile, the Deoba-led government appointed former Secretary Yuvaraj Bhusal to the top position of the National Reconstruction Authority. A cabinet meeting last week, however, scrapped all the political appointments made by the Deoba-led government, putting to an end to the tenure of Bhusal. It means that the National Reconstruction Authority has received as many as 4 CEOs in the last 3 years. With the National Reconstruction Authority remaining in the priority for politicking, over 600,000 genuine earthquake victims have not been able to rebuild their permanent shelters. The government has been facing criticisms from the public and the opposition alike for its recent amendment of the medical education bill that many have opined favors what they call medical mafia and private sector. In order to protect Dr. Govinda Keshi's life, who has been on a hunger strike for the past 10 days, the main opposition party, Nepali Congress, has been staging protests in the street and in the parliament, demanding for a medical education bill that is prepared on the basis of the report submitted by the commission formed under the leadership of former Vice Chancellor of Tribhuvan University, Kedar Phakta Mathema. Despite the ongoing protests, the government, however, has remained largely indifferent. While discussions were ongoing at the House of Representatives over Dr. Keshi's hunger strike, supporters of Nepali Congress staged protest at Maitikar Mandala. Nepali Congress has demanded the bill needs to be endorsed as per the agreement reached with the previous Dewa-led government, citing that the newly proposed bill does not address Dr. Keshi's demands. There was an extensive debate between the ruling and opposition party at the House of Representatives earlier yesterday after lawmaker from Nepali Congress, Dilendra Badur, brought over the issue of public interest. This is the 15th time that Dr. Govinda Keshi has staged a hunger strike. And time now for a short break. For more news, do stay with us. Welcome back after the break. Disputes have emerged between universities as colleges affiliated with the Tribhuvan University have started merging with other universities. The Far Western University took 15 colleges that were affiliated to Tribhuvan University under its wing this month. The Midwestern University is also preparing to take over a dozen colleges affiliated to Tribhuvan University. Likewise, the government formed the Rajarsi Janak University 9 months ago and handed over the 3 unitary colleges, their tangible and intangible assets, to the university. The issue of handing over the authority of agriculture and forest, Midwestern and Far Western universities that were established after the merger of colleges affiliated to the Tribhuvan University has still not been sorted out. Due to the unsettled dispute, a college in Hetauda has been running programs from 2 different universities. The University Grant Commission has said the problems have risen due to the lack of proper plans while establishing universities. Educational experts have opined it is inappropriate of the government to increase the number of universities and taking away its resources. It has been 3 years since the landslide containment work started in the Narayangad-Muglin road section. After repeated landslides for the past 2 months, the government has already spent 140 million rupees for mitigation measures. Geologists have opined the haphazard construction of roads has caused the failure to control landslides, thereby putting risk on the lives of those traveling through the section. And in this context, we had asked the travelers in Chitwan and Thading, how risky is it to travel between the Narayangad-Muglin road section? Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public voice.
राम्रै छ, राम्रोसँग चाहिँ बाटो निर्माण कार्य चाहिँ सम्पन्न लगभग भइसकेको अवस्था रहेछ। त्यति सारै जोखिमको चाहिँ हामीले महसुस गरियो।
पुलहरुको चाहिँ हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ त्यो कुनै पनि बेला त्यो पुलबाट गाडी चाहिँ हामी मात्रै हैन कि कोही पनि त्यो कतिखेर के हुन्छ भन्ने चाहिँ उ छ, बडा डेन्जर छ त्यो।
माथिबाट पहिरोहरु आउने सम्भावना चाहिँ बढी छ। त्यसको लागि चाहिँ अलिकति ध्यान दिनु पर्ला जस्तो चाहिँ मेरो विचारमा लाग्छ। र अहिले जुन भएको पुलहरु छ, यी पुलहरु कारणले पनि गर्दाखेरि बाटो जाम छ।
ठाउँमा माटोहरु चाहिँ झरिरहेको छ के, ओ सानो सानो विषय झरिरहेको हुन्छ। डर लाग्छ एकदम, खाल्टाखुल्टीहरु पनि छ। त्यसमा नि अब ओरदोर गर्न पनि गाह्रो हुन्छ।
र कतिखेर कहाँ दुर्घटना भइन्छ, पहिरोको जोखिममा पुगिन्छ भन्ने कुरो त त्यो साध्य नै छैन।
पुगिन्छ कि पुगिदैन, पहिरोले आएर कितेर मार्छ कि गाडी नै त्रिशुलीमा बगाउँछ कि अब गन्तव्य स्थानमा पुगिन सकिँदैन कि भन्ने डर चाहिँ छ। डरको बावजुद पनि जानुपर्ने बाध्यता छ।
अलिकति पानी पर्यो कि पहिरो झर्छ, पहिरो झरेपछि अब गाडी अब कति दिन बन्द हुने त्यो ठेगानै हुँदैन।
And it's now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
And the question is, what should be done to better manage political appointments? And options are A, formulate laws, and B, select capable candidates. The voting is on. Type any WS, select your option A or B and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And before we wrap up, a reminder of the top stories. Political appointments hamper government efficiency. National Reconstruction Authority gets 4 CEOs in 3 years. Disputes emerge between universities as colleges affiliated with Tribhuvan universities start merging with other universities. US President Donald Trump nominated Brett Kavanaugh as a new justice at the Supreme Court. The appointment sets the stage for a bruising confirmation battle. And FIFA World Cup 2018 semi-finals kick off from today. France and Belgium semi-final clash dubbed as the final before the final. And that's all for this hour. Keep watching Kantipur TV SD for more news, entertainment and updates on FIFA World Cup. Have a good day.